Hey, Boo Kittens, it's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Ready to Love, Season 10, Episode 6 review. So, you guys, this was a really good mid-season finale. Didn't know that until the end of the episode, but we'll get to that at the end. But we pick up where we left off last week on a cliffhanger, and we find out that Coley and Rocky are told that they're not ready to love, unfortunately. And they both took it pretty well. Sahara, on the other hand, is told that she's ready to love and she got an attitude. Because, she's been in the bottom several times at this point. And, she don't want to talk about it. But Cam keeps pressing it because he's like, I'm the one that's trying to give you advice and, tell you how to be, I guess, more presentable when it comes to others, because of her attitude and stuff like that. But she don't want to talk and he's not getting that. And I understood where Sahara was coming from in that moment. It's a bruise to your ego and to your psyche to constantly continue to be not chosen. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand it being aggravating for her at this point. And she didn't want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But he just kept on pushing it or whatever. Not understanding that she just needed a minute to collect herself. So, it's the ladies' week to get rid of one of the guys. And Tommy tells the ladies to go on a date with someone that they're not like all the way connected with. That's not in their top. So Dianna picks Hussein to go on a date with. And they go horseback riding, and then afterwards they sit down to have lunch. And she asks what are some of his deal breakers. And when it comes to her, she says that her deal breakers are non-communicators. She doesn't like somebody that holds stuff in and doesn't say how they feel, because she's a total opposite. She's going to tell you how she feels if she's upset about something. So Hussein was like, communication is real big in past relationships. I think I was a little bit too realistic. To me, he was saying like I might have been a little bit too communicative or whatever. But she cuts him off while he's speaking and was like, to be honest, you don't seem like a communicator. And Hussein was like, I am, and I was just sharing that. But she disregards that and says, you're giving me, if you don't like something, you linger on it. And it was so weird because she's just telling him how she's perceiving him without giving him the opportunity to tell her how he is. And it was just like she made up her mind about him, and that was that. And be damned what you have to say about who you are as a person. It was so weird. And that was the first moment that I have side-eyed Dianna in this season so far, because I just didn't understand why she handled him like that, because up until that point they were having a good time. I just didn't get it. And he felt like he was being judged, and he very much was, because she was just not listening to him. So then she admits that her job is her first priority, and he says that despite her job, she still should be able to reach out to people, because she says that, she's not a big texter and all of that type of stuff. And she gets offended by that. And I was like, well, you just offended him, first of all. But I understood what Hussein was coming from. Yeah, you're a firefighter and you have a very demanding, strenuous, high level job, that calls a lot of you. But when you care about somebody, you're going to call, you're going to text, you're just going to, you're going to reach out. You ain't fighting fires all day long, ma'am. Y'all sitting up there in the firehouse, sitting down, sometimes, So that's bull crap when she says that she basically can't find the time to reach out. You gonna make time for who you want to make time for. And I 1000% agreed with Hussein, because it's nothing for you just to say, hey, I'm working, I'm tired right now, but I just want to let you know I'm thinking of you. That's it. That takes a second, so I understood where he was coming from. But at the end of their day, they pretty much just say that, we're not compatible. You know what I'm saying? And I really think it was Dianna's fault. So Tay goes on a date with Naeem, and I think they were at her house or his house. I can't remember. But They have a real serious conversation, and she says that him being a father of five really scared her in the beginning, but as she's gotten to know him, she sees that he's a great father. And it's pretty much known that they are attracted to each other. They have great chemistry. And did they kiss? I can't remember if they kissed or not, but I do know he was rubbing on her feet and she had her legs on his thighs or whatever. But she says that, she, once again, she feels like she's cheating on Cisco by allowing herself to open up to others. And I'm like, this is the point of the process, ma'am. I don't understand how you could feel like you cheating on somebody that ain't your man, that you only known a few weeks, and that's homeless. He ain't homeless. He in a room, but like, girl, like, Tay, okay. And I can see her giving Naeem a chance, but that's just a huge red flag for me. The fact that he got all these children with all these women, like, I understand he a great father, but like, I don't know if I want to deal with that. So Cisco goes on a date with Shanice, and I was like, y'all are in each other's top, so I didn't understand why they went on a date with each other. It was weird to me, but whatever. So she surprises him. No, let's get to her outfit first, because this heifer came looking like the Pink Panther. She literally had on a pink lace catsuit with pink satin bows all over it. And I'm looking like, girl, where is you going? Where is you going? Because it was the middle of the day. Where did you even get an ensemble like that from? What's going on? It was so gaudy and just like, what? It looks like she got it from like a hustler store or something. It was so weird. Like, it was not giving fashion. But anywho, she surprises him with body painting. Right? Now, being naked is optional, and she chose to be naked. He kept on his shorts. But they were painting all on each other, and she was fully butt naked. She didn't have no panties on, no bra on, no nothing. And she says that, she's very comfortable with her body, as she should. She got a dope shape. You know what I'm saying? I think she got breast implants or whatever, but she got a cute body. As obvious as she keeps it intact. And she says that, at home, she does not wear clothes or whatever. And I was like, I'm never coming over to your house and sitting on anything of yours. Because that is disgusting. Okay. But he was pretty shocked at the fact that she was naked, but he was very respectful of painting on her. And they really had a bond with each other. They kind of got a little bit intimate with one another, So it was a time, honey. A time was had, okay? Rose links with Hussein. They go out on a date, and he reveals to her that he was in a group home from the age of 13 till college. And I was like, dang. That was really unfortunate. But surprisingly, she reveals that she was in a foster home up until the age of 10 or 11. Once her parents got themselves together, they came back and got her and her siblings. And I was like, dang, they got a lot in common. But she said in her confessional that, hearing his story really made her want to love on him. And I get it, but you don't want that going to that wounded bird syndrome. Because I used to be that, like, loving on tortured souled men. I just want to love him and prove to him that, he's worthy of love and that I will love him and I will never leave. Like, girl, you don't want to start that syndrome. Like, it's cool, y'all connect, but don't trauma bond connect with each other. So she then asks the question, is he open to adoption? Yes, she does have a son, but she has also had several miscarriages, but she does want to have more children. He doesn't have kids, I don't believe. So she asked him, would he be open to adoption? He said, yeah, that's something that he could be open to. So that really made her happy. They really connected and really saw that, there might be something here that they hadn't explored yet. Angie invites Eddie out on a date. And once again, I was confused because I was like, ain't he in your top? But okay. So they go out on a little date, and he was very sweet, brought her a gift, bought her some books. I think it was a journal or something in there. And she was really appreciative because in the past we've seen her go on dates, and she got Hussein that little key charm for his son or whatever. So you can tell that she's a very thoughtful person and a gift giver. So it was really nice to see her receive something in return. So I was like, okay, we might have something here. So they get to talking about deal breakers, and he says that his deal breakers are disrespect, valid, and women that don't clean because he's too busy to do that. And basically, like, that's a woman's designated job. So she was real turned off about that, like, because he was like, I need a woman that's gonna clean and cook, and it was given very much you want a maid. You know what I'm saying? And it was given very much, I'm the man, I do this, and you're the woman, you do that. And, for certain people that works, but I feel like we're both grown people that need to clean behind ourselves. So she wasn't feeling it. And then the conversation comes up of her dating or tried to date one of her close male friends in the past, but it didn't work out. And they're still really close. And he says that he wouldn't be able to deal with that, period. Would not be able to deal with it. And because he would always feel like it would still be something there between them. And I was like, we're not kids. We're not children anymore. Like, I have a male friend that I went to high school with, best friends. And then in like our early 20s, we fooled around for like a hot minute, and we were intimate with one another, but we quickly realized it was too weird. It was too weird. You know what I'm saying? It was too weird because it was just like, I'm doing it to one of my best friends. Like, what? And never have been intimate or like that with each other since. And we're still very, very, very close friends till this day. You know what I'm saying? But like, he ain't no threat or nothing to nobody. So I think that Ed was being a little immature when it comes to that, and he was a little immature, and he kind of turned me off a little too with his mindset on things. And so for Angie, it was a wrap. It was a wrap for her. Like, okay, Eddie is out of here. So Rose links with Fritz, and Rose is a busy girl this episode. And she asks him the $1 million question that, she has a son, she's had several miscarriages. So if in fact they were to be in a serious relationship and she couldn't get pregnant, would that be a deal breaker for him? And he was like, no, because there's always surrogacy. And she was like, no, absolutely not. I ain't letting no other woman carry my child for me. No, I'd rather adopt. And he was like, whoa, calm down. Whoa, nay. He was like, you want me to be accepting of the fact that you have a son, but you wouldn't accept the fact that I would want to have a child of my own that's biologically mine. I thought that was very selfish and kind of weird. You could still adopt a kid. You know what I'm saying? But if you, her logic is just weird for me. It was really honestly weird to me. That's just my opinion. I didn't really understand her thought process behind it. But yeah, she was adamant that no other woman would carry her child and all of this, that, and the third. I was like, okay, girl. But you could tell he was very kind of taken aback by her stance. So Tay and Cisco go on their first date with one another, and they really hash things out. And he says in his confessional that the whole time he was wondering, should he tell her about the date that he had with Shanice? And I was like, yeah. You didn't already drop the bomb on this lady that you're living in the room and that you're struggling financially. You need to tell her that you went on a date and you kind of got sexy with this lady. Yeah, you need to do that. But he doesn't. Idiot. So she asks, what would our future look like, especially with his current circumstances? And he says, I would have to match your energy. I know you like to travel and all of this stuff. And when I'm with somebody, that just motivates me to go even harder. And I'm like, I heard what you're saying and it's cute, but you shouldn't have to be with somebody to make you go hard. You should already have that type of mentality, that hustle mentality already. And his is very much dependent on being with a woman to make him better. And this ain't Fabulous and Neo. You make me better. No, no, we're not doing that. But she liked what she was hearing for whatever reason, child. I think she letting the muscles fool her. I don't get it. But she then reveals that, her father left when she was a child, and she wonders, will he leave her once he gets to where he needs to be in life? Is this thing on? Yeah, he will. They always do. Girl, you are too old to be sitting up here trying to build a man. Get you a box of Legos. Like, we ain't got time for that. No, we're not gonna do that. No. So he asked her about other connections. Like, what are we doing moving forward? Like, because I guess he was trying to solidify that he wanted to get more serious with her. And she says that she wants to strengthen her connection with him, and they share a kiss for the first time and everything. So even though they haven't closed themselves off to others, they're a step closer to that. So the ladies end up meeting with Tommy, and he asked, who are they really vibing with? And Tay says, she had a great time with Naeem on their date and Cisco. And then Shanice talks about their date and how they went body painting and everything. And somebody asked, was you naked? And she was like, yeah, I'm a nudist. Y'all have all seen me naked. Like, that's just how I get down. So everybody was like, And Tay was looking like, oh, word. She kept it cute. I was appreciative of the fact that she kept it cute. She ain't act no fool, but she was most certainly bothered by the fact that he didn't reveal what had gone on their date to her, especially considering the fact that they'd shared a kiss with one another. And I agree that he, especially in something like that where nudity was involved, you should have told her. You should have told her, because you would feel some type of way if it was the roles were reversed and on her date with Naeem, she was butt booty ass naked and he'd have seen her naked, seen her cootie cat and all. Like, that's a lot. So Hussein and Eddie's names are in the bottom. Sahara brings up Fritz and how even though he was trying to campaign to get her out the previous week, he had the nerve to reach out to her to try to get a vote to keep him there. I said, I know you lying. I know you lying. Oh, girl, goodbye. Goodbye, fake ass Killmonger. So Dianna defends him. And in her confessional, basically saying that Sahara be on some BS, like she be lying, playing games and all of this stuff. And I was like, where'd that come from? Like, now we have seen her be loud and ghetto and annoying and all of that, but she has never come across to us, the viewers, as a liar. So I was very shocked that Dianna was going against her. And then Sahara revealed that Fritz told her on their date where they went and got pedicures that in the beginning of the process, he was playing. He wasn't even taking it serious until now. Yeah. And then the producers rolled it back and showed us that that's in fact what he said. But here goes Shanice in her confessional. I couldn't understand why she was lying. I feel like Sahara was manipulating us into sending the wrong person home. And I was like, what the hell Fritz did to y'all? This man ain't even cute. Him and them French fry bangs. What is going on? No. I really did not like how Dianna and Shanice was ganging up on her. I really honestly did. Did not like that. And Rose stood up and was like, about the whole surrogacy thing or whatever. She was like, it was a no for her. But yeah, Dianna and Shanice blew me. They really honestly did. They really honestly did. Because I know they're going to feel stupid or felt stupid when they watch this episode. Oh, and the producers also showed us how, in fact, Fritz was saying to the guys, y'all going to help me get Sahara out of here. He was campaigning to get her out of there. That's not cool. It's okay for you to not have a chemistry with her or a bond with her, but you shouldn't be trying to get other people to get her out of there because you don't like her. That's not cool. And then he'll have the nerve to call her and ask her for a vote like you weren't just campaigning against her. Like Dianna and Shanice feel like some idiots once they saw this week's episode. So in the end, Sahara ended up linking with Fritz. And she confronts him about speaking bad on her, which, you know, he tries to play down and act like it wasn't as deep as it was. Rose links with Eddie and tells him how the women mentioned the fact that, you know, he is a little bit too flirty, you know what I'm saying? And how he's always drinking or whatever. He was like, well, I ain't never been drunk around any of y'all. Like, you could tell he was really taken aback by that comment. So then I'm thinking we about to find out who eliminated. And they hit us with this summer. And I said, this summer? The fuck is they talking about? And then they give us a whole mid-season trailer about what's going to happen in the rest of this season that we won't get to see until the summer. When they start doing that? When they start breaking up the season in half? Why are we doing that? So we get 6 episodes down and another 6 episodes in the summertime? Why? Huh? I'm so confused. What is going on? Huh? Oprah? What's going on? Did the budget run out? What I'm confused. I was pissed because this season has actually been really good so far. But now we have to wait until sometime in the summer to get the rest of the season. Boo. Tomato, tomato. What the hell is going on? But I'm going to give this week's episode, the mid-season finale, I'm giving it an A. It was really, really good. It was really, really good. Like, I'm really enjoying this Philadelphia season. I feel like the cast is really bringing it. Right now, I want to say that my faves on the... Do I got any faves on the guy's side? No, I don't. Attractive wise, only person I really see it for is Special Ed. But he seemed like he's still outside. He ain't settled down yet. He outside. As far as the ladies concerned, I'm not feeling these chicks. I like Angie. Yeah, I like Angie. I think that's about it. Cause Tay blowing me falling in love with this man that lived in a room, but okay. But yeah, I think the only person I'm really feeling on her is Angie. She the only one that got a little bit of sense right about now. And now I'm rooting for Sahara because the way they playing in her face, like I ain't like that. But yeah, y'all let me know down below in the comment section what y'all thought about this week's episode. Let's talk about it down below in the comment section. You guys, please make sure to thumbs up this video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on your post notifications so you know my videos drop. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.